Fall vibes are in the air today here at Santa Barbara Baker, and that doesn't mean pumpkin spice lattes and Ugg boots. Around here, it's more of the essence of the fall harvest, perfuming the air with beautiful pizzas inspired by delicious fall toppings. Today, that means some sweet potatoes. I sauteed these up, I diced them up. After I rendered down some bacon, which I'm also gonna put on this beautiful fall pizza, took the bacon out, left that fat in, fried up the potatoes gently, just medium heat to start off, cook them through, got them a little crispy at the end, then hit it with some sliced garlic and some sage. That sage hits the fat, that bacon fat. I mean, the whole kitchen is smelling. It's dank fall vibes for sure. You know, real simple here. I just finished it off also with a little bit of like kind of spicy, hot, smoky paprika. I feel like that like adds a nice little kick. It doesn't keeps it from not getting too sweet. Super fun thing on this one. You know, typically on my white pies, I'll just go just some olive oil or something. But one amazing trick that I first saw at Pizzeria Mozza down in LA, the OG location. I don't know if she's still doing it this way, but they do some white pies there where they use panna on the pizza. And basically that's just is a name for whipped cream. You don't sweeten it. It just is cream just whipped up simply like that. We'll season it when it's on the pie. The awesome part is when you treat the cream like this, it's really easy to spread on a pizza. You hear like cream sauce on a pizza, you imagine that just like pouring a, you know, kind of that, like it seems like too much liquid to me. This is a rad way. It goes on the pizza really quick and easy. And we're gonna season it up. We're gonna go full headband today. The Headies, the OG, the Parmigiano Reggiano, go big, the coarse shred, Chris Bianco style, Pizzeria Bianco, super heady pizza joint. We're gonna hit the cream with the parm and some more sage. That essence is gonna bring that fall vibes just radiating out of the oven. It's gonna be dank, I promise you. Some red onions. I just feel like this is nice in the mix. I made this pizza the other day. The red onions, I feel were a good call. We got the bacon, and also, you know, because we're having pizza here, we got that French mozz already on the natty dough, which I'm gonna get stretched out. We'll bake this, well, first we'll build it together. We'll take it for the bacon, the uni. It's pizza time. Have my natty dough all stretched out. The dough was feeling really nice today. If anything, a bit delicate. It's been fermenting for a couple days now. I've been going with this kind of technique, just using my normal recipe, but using way less starter, like just barely, you know, under 10%, sometimes even lower than that, and just taking it for a longer, like room temp fermentation, playing around with it a little bit, as I always encourage you guys to do. I'm spreading that whipped cream, you know, by whipped cream, it just is simply heavy cream whipped up, unseasoned. But we are gonna hit it with some salt right here on the pie, so we like a well-seasoned pie. Also, that sage for those full fall vibes. When it heats up in the oven, this cream will start to melt down, become a delicious sage cream sauce along with this parm. We got the Headies, the Reggiano today, the real deal stuff. We're gonna go pretty big on this. I love that coarse shred. Chris Bianco, Pizzeria Bianco turned me on to doing that on the white pies. I think it's the way to go. I love that like snowy fluff, but you know, on pizza like this, I feel it comes together really nice with the coarse shreds. Always making sure if I drop anything on my workspace to clear it off. All right, next up, let's go for the sweet potatoes. I think I'm gonna hit the sweet potatoes on twice. We'll get this, look at how bright and nice this is. I just cook those up in a pan simply with some garlic, sage, finish them off with a little bit of spicy paprika. Let's get some bacon on here now. Let's go big. That's a nice thing. So when you're cooking up your bacon, just save that fat. That's what I cook the sweet potatoes in. It's looking pretty good. We'll go huge today on the bacon. Full fall vibes here with the sage, the sweet potatoes. I feel like when that all perfumes in the air here, it smells so bomb. All right, the red onions. When I was making this pie the other day, like I was saying, I felt like this added a nice little textural element, also a nice little bite to bring in the pizza all together. Looking pretty good to me. Oh, geez, that's what I'm spacing out. Forgetting the mozz, really important. You actually want to go, that's what I was like, man, I'm missing something. All right, the mozz, you'd want to typically go lower on this down there with the parm, but we'll be all good. We got that cream, the parm. We don't need a whole ton of this. I think this is looking pretty good. Maybe a couple more pieces here. All right, hit it with a little bit more of the sweet potatoes, making sure we know what we're eating here. It's full fall vibes here. I'm gonna hit it with a little more salt and pepper. We'll get on the peel, load it up into the oven, watch this thing bake. It's pizza time. Loading up our sweet potato pizza here, the full fall vibes. Get it stretched out one more time here on the peel. The dough feels super delicate today, so I'm trying to move quickly, but rearranging my toppings here, trying to get it somewhat round. Looking pretty good. Get this thing going before it sticks, but you know, I really want a beautiful pie, so I'm always messing with it. Let's get this thing in here. I got the oven turned down to low now. I heat it up to the full max heat. But then lately I've been turning it down just a little bit, even earlier. Felt like the deck temp was just getting a little too hot, at least on my oven here, over 900. For my dough, it's a little more sensitive. I felt like it was burning a little bit before it got fully brown. So I'm baking a little bit lower temp here, but we're still shooting that maybe about 3 to 4 minute range. I don't have a timer going today. We're just doing that soul bake today. Always just keeping an eye on the pizza. I mean, that's your best indicator. Looking for that cheese melt, you know, seeing some browning on the crust, that leoparding popping up. You really want to watch that really hot back left corner. Get in there and turn it when you can. I'm thinking about it now because I'm seeing some browning there. Looking pretty good so far. Going in here. So far, so good. Got some nice leoparding going on there. I think even with the oven turned down, this looks really hot. Maybe a little bit hotter than I typically like to bake, but I think we're gonna be all good here. I'm gonna wait now another little about 30 seconds here for this to start leoparding, bubbling up, browning, looking really nice. Looking so far so good. The smell of that sage hitting that cream, it smells so dang. It's heady. It's a lot more bomb than those pumpkin spice lattes. A lot of that stuff can be, you know, we're full OG here. We grow it. We don't use processed chemicals and that kind of stuff in our products. Always the heady danks. This is looking pretty good. This is a crucial moment here because I'm thinking about going into that ultra low zone to finish it off here before this pizza burns, because look at that. It still needs to cook through some more browning. Being careful here not to rip the pie. I finally have a turning peel coming, so hopefully my dreams of a little bit better pizza baking, pizza turning for that matter, goes better. All right, let's just get this thing into the ultra low zone here before it burns. So far, so good. All right, we're just finishing this thing up here. You know, look at that. That maybe got a little bit crispy. I'm just taking a look at the pizza, you know, continuing turning it. So an oven like this, it's so much hotter in the back. You always got to rotate. You're baking inside on the baking steel. You don't have to worry about that as much because it's just how your oven functions is a lot different than this. This is looking really good. Checking the bottom here, seeing that it's nice and set, browning up. This pizza is looking pretty good. Look at that leoparding, really nice. This is on my natty dough. That's my sourdough. Recipes up on the blog on santabarbabaker.com. Like I said though, I'm always playing around with this. This is a little lower starter percentage in here. You know, making for hopefully a dank pie. We're looking, you know, hopefully tender, crisp, the dream. All right, I'm thinking that this thing must be close to done. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's looking really good. You know, at this point, it's bake it to how you like it. Around here, we like it a little more crispy, a little more done. So I'm willing to sacrifice maybe a couple little extra dark spot for that crispy. All right, I think this thing must be done. Let's take a look here. Pulling it out. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, this looks pretty good. Maybe that spot, maybe a little bit more. I like the looks of it, though. This smells so delicious. That bacon there, I keep forgetting that. I mean, this thing has so much going on, but I feel like it's pure fall in the dankest form. We got those herbs in there, that fall herbs. Celebration time. We're going to let it rest here on the rack as we always do. Let that crust set. As I said, we shoot for that crispy bake around here. You put it right on your plate, steams. You get a soggy slice. Let it hang out here. I'm going to slice it up, meet you at the table. We'll give this thing a taste. It's full fall vibes in the air here. It's pizza time. This pizza is just screaming the fall vibes to me. It smells completely insane. It barely made it to the table because it smells that delicious. You know, little fingers grabbing, trying to get a slice because the smell of those sweet potatoes with that sage is just so delicious. Along with that bacon, I mean, it just makes you want to reach for a slice right away. I just cook those potatoes simply. I just dice them up in a pan with some bacon fat, finished with some chopped sage, garlic. It's delicious. We got that panna. That just is the whipped cream, unseasoned. Thank you, Pizzeria Moza, for the inspiration on that. I slather that down along with the heady Parmigiano Reggiano, along with some sage in there, a little salt, some red onions, the bacon. Finish off with some chives to bring it all together. I always like to add a little fresh element, the green too. It looks really awesome. This looks like a delicious pizza, all baked up on the Natty. Like I mentioned, it's up on sanibarbarabaker.com. Let's take a look at the bottom. This bake looks pretty good to me. I've been digging this bake of, having the not full, I'll crank it all the way when I'm heating up. But as I start to build the pizza, I'll turn it down maybe halfway, just cool it down a little bit because mine is running so hot. Felt like it was just burning before I get this nice golden brown coloring here, which I really like. I like a pizza that's cooked through, a little crispy. This thing's loaded with toppings. That's holding up really nice to me. It looks pretty good. Let's go in for a slice. Delicious fall vibes. It's heady. Let's take a bite. You have to make this pizza. This one is so unbelievably delicious. You could totally make it vegetarian too. Pull out the bacon. The smell of that's really amazing, but I think it would be delicious even without it. The fall vibes are so strong. Who cares about pumpkin spice lattes and Uggs when you got pizza? This is so dank. I got the recipe up on the blog at sanibarbarabaker.com where I bring all the, firemost vibes what I try for. Just bringing you good pizza content. Hopefully inspiring you to make your own pizza, make it your own, have fun, play around. I get thinking about different stuff. I get fired up. These fall toppings. I got more on the way coming for you. Tell your friends, like and subscribe. Santa Barbara Baker. I'm Santa Barbara Baker on Instagram. Keep baking that pizza, loving pizza, dreaming about pizza. You guys gotta make this one. It's so delicious. Let me know what you think down in the comments. What does fall vibes mean to you? What's your favorite fall pizza topping? Let me know. I'll bake it up. But this one, you gotta try. It's so good. This will be a favorite for years to come around here. It's delicious pizza. I love you all. Keep eating pizza. One love.